Hello there, my name is Anthony, aka Tone114, and I am the coach of the Maine Red Clawitzers, and today I will be bringing you my Week 1 team builder to when I go up against High Horse Coach of the Columbus Beedrills. Now, if you missed my draft analysis for my team, the link will be in the description down below, so feel free to check that out if you haven't already. Instead, to start off, I'm going to go and give a brief description of my opponent's team, which I have provided on the right side of the screen. Starting off with that Kieran Black is a very potent Pokemon. Can run physical, can do special, can run mix, choice band, choice scarf, can run assault vest if it wants to. Then the next Pokemon we have the Chansey, arguably the best special wall in League format, can sponge any hit with no problem. Has access to Wish, Soft Boil, can Heal Bell, is passive at times, and I'm going to look to see if I can take advantage of that with my team. He has the Espeon, nice ability with Magic Bounce, a little bit iffy, but can pull off Baton Pass, can Calm Mind Baton Pass, can dual screens, whatever he wants his team to do for it. He has a Machamp, Status Absorber with Guts, can run No Guard with Dynamic Punch, gets access to Knock Off, Poison Jab, the Elemental Punches, has priority in Bullet Punch. So it's a pretty solid overall Pokemon, I would say. He has the Togetic here, a nice bulky defogger. Again, sort of passive like Chansey, does have access to Roost, so it can defog if need be. Can also be a nasty plot Baton Pass set if you want it to be. He has Flareon. Flareon's a bit sort of iffy, so to speak. Has great high base 130 attack, access to Flare Blitz, is a fire immunity. It is held back though by its low speed, so he could probably, if he does bring it, might be like a choice scarf set, who knows. And then comes to his Mega Beedrill. Very, very potent with that base 145 speed, base 155 attack, backed by adaptability. U-turn, poison jab, drill run, knock off. Let's go. Get the sense of what he could potentially do with his Mega Beedrill. He has the Keldeo. He can bring it choice scarf. He can bring choice specs. He can be sub Calm Mind, sub Salad. It is a very immediate threat to me, as my switch-ins are a bit limited based on what I have currently and what I want to do against him. He has the Raikou, again, same as Keldeo. It can be a sub Calm Mind variant. It can run choice specs, potentially a choice scarf. It can run assault vest to check the Manaphy. So it's a very, very good Pokemon. He has the Zoroark, which is a good Pokemon. It can disguise itself pretty well, has access to Swords Dance, can Nasty Plot, can be a mixed attacker, has access to priority with Sucker Punch, can knock off. So if he does bring the Zoroark, it might throw off my game a little bit. And last he has the Sawsbuck, which I don't really see coming. It can do Swords Dance, it can run Choice Scarf. He could potentially bring Sunny Day with a Chlorophyll Sweeper. But I just don't see it as an immediate threat to my team, as I do have the Gourgeist in the back. Now, moving on from that, I have my team builder here of my 6 Pokemon. So, starting off my team, I have Centikill, the Scolipede, rocking the Life Orb and Speed with ability, running Protect, Earthquake, Megahorn, and Superpower. I did change I put Superpower in last minute. I initially had Rock Slide on this to hit the Togetic, and I felt as though that poison coverage wasn't really going to do me much in this game, because the only thing poison hits super effectively is the Togetic. I didn't really need it. Megahorn is also a little bit limited too, as it's only super effectively hits the Sawsbuck. It hits the Sawsbuck, hits the Zoroark, and it hits the Espeon, so I can see that. Superpower is here, so if for some strange reason Chansey comes in, which I don't see happening, it's just a hypothetical scenario, the combination of Megahorn plus Superpower can deal with Chansey. Superpower is a 2-hit KO. In case he wants to Thunder Wave me or whatnot, we'll see what happens. The EV spread's a bit convoluted, but Basically, of course, max attack with the Adamant Nature, hit as hard as fast as possible. 100 speed on this Scolipede will let me outspeed a max speed Jolly Nature Mega Beedrill after Mega Evolution, as that +1 Scolipede does hit 217 speed. Mega Beedrill maxes out at 216 speed, so I will be able to outspeed. 108 EVs in HP to give us some bulk. It also lets Scolipede hit a life orb number, so I minimize the amount of damage I take from every life orb hit. And the 24 defense and special defense just to try to balance out the defenses a bit. So now on to the next Pokemon. I am bringing Crimson, the Rocky Helmet Druddigan. It's going to be breaking some molds this week. Mold breakers, so I can guarantee I get up I guarantee I get up Stealth Rock in case he brings Magic Bounce Espeon. I can glare the Espeon if I wanted to. I can glare pretty much anything. If I can glare the Mega Beedrill, that would be amazing. Dragon Tail to phase stuff out, and the last move was a little bit of a toss-up for me. Initially, I had Gunk Shot to deal with the Togetic. Felt as though that wasn't really necessary, so I decided, why not go for Rock, so I guess try to go for some Paraflinches. As it does go well with the glare paralyzing stuff. I can shuffle things around, I can hopefully Parahack stuff. Rocky Helmet makes up for the lack of Rough Skin, so I can weaken the Mega Beedrill a bit every time it wants to pivot out. And because all of Mega Beedrill's moves does make contact, it will be taking Rocky Helmet damage, and depending on what he brings at his fourth move, I have to do a little bit of some calcs. I have to see whether or not he could bring SD Protect, who knows. If he goes for the Drill Run, then it's a little bit of a problem. If he goes for Knockoff instead, then my Cobalion will have a lot easier time, as you're about to see with my next, with the Cobalion set that I am bringing this week. I have Athos here, my substitute Swords Dance Salad Berry Cobalion, rocking with dual stab of Close Combat and Iron Head. When I put together this Cobalion set, I realized that his entire team didn't have any Pokemon that resisted both Steel and Fighting. So I figured, why not bring Cobalion here as a potential late game sweeper. I mean, I can substitute on the Chanseys, I can get myself down to Salad Berry range, and then at +2, +1, it can potentially sweep as long as you have to have a Scarfer that's faster than my Cobalion. As for the EVs, I'm running Max Attack to maximize the damage output. 96 EVs in HP will let it hit an even number, so I can substitute 3 times and then activate the Salad Berry. And 156 speed with a Jolly Nature lets Cobalion outspeed Mega Beedrill after Salad Berry has been activated. While at the same time, it allows my Cobalion to outspeed a non-Scarf Karum Black. If he's not Scarf, Cobalion will outspeed, and if he is Scarfed, then I have to let Salad Berry activate, because I do not think that an Earth Power takes out Cobalion. Depending on its EV spread, it possibly could take out the Cobalion, but I'm not 100% worried if it comes to that. If he's Scarf, it makes it easier for me. So now, on to the fourth Pokemon here. I have Splish Splash. I have my Manaphy coming up. Rock and Tail Glow 3 attacks with the Wiccanberry. I was debating this Manaphy set for the longest time, simply because I either was going to bring this set, or I could potentially change it to like a Rain Dance Calm Mind set, so I can set up a lot better on Chansey if it comes down to a situation where, oh, I have to bring Calm Mind with Rain Dance Hydration, so that way I'm not worn down by Toxic or Thunder Wave by the Chansey if he does bring it, which I am expecting him to bring. So I have Tail Glow, I have Skull for stab, Ice Beam hits the Togetic, and Dazzling Gleam is here to catch the Keldeo on the switch. It also hits the Karum Black. Another thing I could potentially do is I probably don't need not dazzling. I probably don't need ice beam as much simply because it only hits the Togetic and the Sawsbuck. So actually, instead of ice beam, actually, let me do this now. Let me see. Do you get Psyshock? Crap, you don't. Okay, so I don't really need ice beam as much. Let's see. What can I potentially run in place of ice beam? I mean, it's not a bad move, but I just don't see it potentially coming. I don't really need it as much. Oh, excellent. You can knock off. Perfect. Yes. Okay then, so Tailglow knock off Manaphy for the Chansey. If I can get rid of that Eviolite, that will make my life so much easier on me. And Chansey is the switch in to the Manaphy. Is also the switch in to my other two Pokemon, which I'll get to in a minute. And Knockoff has a lot more utility for me than Ice Beam, in my opinion. The water plus fairy coverage it's pretty nice. Let me just look over his team real quick. Does anything resist water and fairy? That's a negative. No, okay. So I will run this set. Knockoff is perfect for this Chansey, and here I am thinking that I had no good knockoff users, and now I have a legitimate excuse to bring knockoff Tailglow Manaphy. Okay then. But anyway, moving on to the EV spread, max special attack, hit as hard as possible, 220 speed with a 10 in nature, will let Manaphy outspeed a non-choice scarf, Jolly or naive max speed Karen Black, hit it with that dazzling gleam if it's not Assault Vest, with Canberry will let it live a super effective electric attack, whether it be from the Raikou or Fusion Bolt, Karen Black, when it comes down to that. And the rest is just kind of mixed up between its HP and a little bit of defense, just to balance out a little bit. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, I have potential 3 late game sweepers, potentially. And you're wondering, okay, where are you going with this, Anthony? What's your plan here? Well, the plan essentially lies with Lily here, and you're going to see the moveset right now as to why it's so essential. So, here is the Gardevoir set, and here is the crazy innovation that goes through my head, even though it is week 1. Now you're looking at this set and you're thinking, why in the world are you bringing Trick Room Mega Gardevoir? I will tell you why I am bringing Trick Room Mega Gardevoir. Because if the Karen Black is scarfed, I can send in Gardevoir. It can, if I do the calculations, I'm not sure if it lives in Iron Head, but if it's locked into anything not Iron Head, and it's scarfed, I will get up a Trick Room and I will outspeed this Scarf Hero. I will outspeed Raikou. I will outspeed Keldeo. I will outspeed Zoroark. I will outspeed Mega Beedrill with Trick Room up. And nothing on this team resists Psyshock and Hyper Voice. If I can get rid of Chansey's Eviolite, Psyshock can 3-hit KO. The other nice thing about this set is that when there's one turn of Trick Room left, and there's a sweeper staring me in the face, I am going to click Memento, and I am going to give all the momentum to either one of my sweepers, whether it be Manaphy, whether it be Scolipede, or whether it be Cobalion. And I'm hoping for Manaphy or Cobalion to come through this week and take advantage of the momentum provided from Memento Mega Gardevoir. I could have brought Thunder Wave, but you can't paralyze a Raikou. And while Raikou isn't really a threat, I do not want to take a Choice Specs Shadow Ball from a Raikou. I really don't. It may be a little bit weird, and it is still week 1, but if I can get this set to work, I am going to be thrilled. 100% thrilled. Now, the last moveset, the last Pokemon was a bit of a toss-up. I had Initially, I had Hitmontop here to take on Assault Vest Hitmontop to take on the Karen Black a little bit better, with Stone Edge to hit the Togetic. I also had Lantern in this set because I didn't really have any definite switch in the Raikou. I mean, I sort of still don't at this point, but I decided I'm going to go with Nidoqueen as my last Pokemon here, rocking the Choice Scarf Sheer Force. Now, it took me a little bit of time to come up with this Nidoqueen set, but I am happy with the result. The only thing that sucks is the fact that even with max speed and timid nature, Choice Scarf Nidoqueen does not outspeed a jolly max speed Mega Beedrill. It falls short by 7 points, and I was so mad at myself. But yet, I was thinking, you know what? It's still a good. I still figured, why not bring it? Just for the heck of it. Choice Scarf Nidoqueen allows me to revenge kill the Raikou. I can revenge kill the Keldeo, potentially revenge kill the Zoroark, depending on what happens. Which explains my moveset, Sludge Wave and Earth Power for stab. Earth Power can potentially one-hit KO Raikou if it's not Assault Vest, if I'm not mistaken. Thunderbolt deals with Keldeo, hits the Togetic, but then again so does Sludge Wave. And Fire Blast is here to potentially catch the Mega Beedrill off guard. I am currently running enough speed on my Nidoqueen currently so I can outspeed a non-Choice Scarf Raikou, which is the fastest Pokemon my Nidoqueen can outspeed. I cannot outspeed Mega Beedrill. His next fastest Pokemon is that Raikou. And because it allows me to outspeed Raikou, I can forego Timid and I can run Modest Nidoqueen, give it that extra bit of damage onto its attack, backed by sheer force. It can still potentially 2-hit KO a bunch of this Pokemon. And with that is the team that I'll be bringing against High Horse. I'm hoping this team does well. We kick off the season with a W. If you feel as though that I could have brought something else, feel free to leave some comments down below and I'll take a look at them, give some feedback, and potentially we'll see what happens. And I'm excited to get this battle underway with High Horse, and hopefully I can come away with a win and start off the NES on a high note. So, with that, I am out. My name is Anthony. I also go by Tomo14, and I will catch you guys